The other day, as I was in Walmart waiting to check out the items that I bought, a Nigerian cashier was having a conversation with another gentleman. I don't know if he was from the continent or if he was from over here because I really couldn't hear if he had an accent or not. But nevertheless, they were talking about whether she liked being over here in the United States or not. Now, listen, I wasn't trying to ear hustle, just a conversation I happened to hear, right? And she basically said, no, I don't like it here because it's hard. She said it's hard to live here. It's hard to work here. Now, she said before she started working at Walmart, she was working at Ross. She said she had to quit because, you know, it was a lot of standing and she just couldn't do it. Now, she wasn't that old. She's probably a little bit older than me, but not old in the larger scheme of things. And then she went on to tell the gentleman, you know, over in Nigeria, we don't have to work as hard. Now, I don't know how true it is. It's just kind of what she was telling him. And as I was ear hustling, but not meaning to do that, I thought about it. I said, oh, okay. Well, it's interesting to hear the other side of the story because oftentimes when immigrants come over here, right, no matter where they're from, they often say, oh, you know, well, Americans, right? You guys are squandering the opportunity. And when we come over to the States, we, you know, get hold of all the opportunities and we're able to build and we just have this fabulous life that you Americans are passing up, right? But we rarely hear the other side where they say, it ain't as easy as I thought, right? Now, I've been following the narrative that those Americans are lazy and we need to go over there and get the money because we've seen videos of certain people saying we're there to take, right? We're going there to take. We're taking and we're sending the money back home and this, that, and the other because y'all are not taking advantage of the opportunities. But to hear that woman say that, I was like, see, we need to hear that more often because it's the truth, right? It's not just hard for her, but it's hard for everybody. You know anything about the United States, this ain't the I would even say 80s, right? When I was a teenager and working and still in high school, and even the 90s when I had my daughter and I was able to survive off of $9 an hour. Yes, I was. $9 an hour. I was able to pay rent, my car note, take care of myself, my daughter, and all of that on $9 an hour. I kid you not. But we're not living in those times anymore, especially here in 2025. Everything is high. The rent is high, the food is high, gas, and everything in between, right? Everything is just high. So no matter where you come from, it's going to be the same experience. Now, I would say in regards to immigrants, yeah, they seem to learn how to work together a little bit more because they do that from where they come, right? They work together. They kind of practice group economics and things like that, more so than we do, I would say, as Black Americans. But just to hear her lament, right? And she was a nice woman. When I got up to her, I didn't, ask her any more questions. We talked about other stuff, nothing major, but just to hear her lament about how hard it actually is here. The way I'm gonna phrase this is not that I was gloating, but it was kind of refreshing. Not that she was having a hard time, but just refreshing to actually hear somebody admit in real time, this ain't it, right? She was even complaining about that working at Walmart. Listen, I used to work at Walmart in the 90s and it wasn't fun then, and I'm sure it ain't fun now, right? But yeah, I do wish whatever she chooses to do that she finds peace, whether it's over here or back home in Nigeria, because yeah, it's hard here. It's hard for a lot of people, which is why you're hearing a lot of people say, hey, I'm leaving. I'm going to find me a life somewhere else that's a little bit easy, right? Where I ain't got to work 2 and 3 jobs to keep a roof over my head. Where I don't have to spend ungodly amounts of money on food that's toxic and poison, right? Where I could just work one job, come home, enjoy the rest of my day, go back and do it again, and there's nothing hard or whatever. I'm not saying all places in other parts of the world, they don't have to work hard, but to her point, yeah, over here, you got to keep getting it out the mud every day. So anyway, y'all let me know what you think of that. And for more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel.